And the Cleveland Browns have made it into the NFL playoffs for the first time in 18 long years.
Going deep, and he's got Braylon Edwards. Oh, dropped the ball. An NFL high 12th dropped pass.
You suck, you jackass.
Colin Sexton has the Cavs' last 17 points, looking for 20. Oh, my!
You're tuning into the We Like Sports Podcast with Austin, Keith, Peyton, and Riggs. Make sure to stay tuned for your latest sports news on the We Like Sports Podcast.
Broken my nose. I don't want to play no more.
Why don't you shut the hell up?
Welcome to the We Like Sports Podcast with myself, Riggs. We're here with Peyton Vince, Keith Migra, and we're gonna have one great show for you. So we hope you're
Ryan.
Oh yes, we got a guest with us today.
I just thought he was a floating head.
Can't even see him. Just see his hands. Doesn't even acknowledge me. See, look, I told you, I can't even see him. He didn't even know I'm here.
Wow.
Okay, I see what our producer was talking about on how the camera is angled at the moment.
Riggs,
but
where are you?
we are in a brand new studio here. Wait, what?
I don't know if Riggs is there though. I mean, there's a new studio, but
Yeah, wait, you guys come on, talk, elaborate.
I know you're on your phone.
there we go.
Yeah, 101.
Now I can see everybody.
All right.
But what were you saying?
We have a brand new studio, a deluxe apartment in the sky. No pun intended to Wheezy and George. I know you get that reference.
Who are you
Oh,
talking
yeah.
to, Tyler?
I'm talking to our guests.
Okay, I just wanted, and he's pretty much like, this is the second week in a row. He
Like
showed up
George
when
and
Stephen
Wheezy.
R. Smith showed up the last
more
week.
times than Austin.
That is true.
He has, but no, Stephen R. Smith will be here in the building tonight, everybody. He has a good reason why the champ was not here last week. He is downstairs getting ready in the parking lot in his rental.
You, rental or not, you might want to tell him what actually happened last week. I got a tweet from management saying that some stuff went down.
I'm management.
Well, they tagged it management, so I don't know why you just went on the We Like Sports podcast, We Like Sports PC on Twitter, and ended up tweeting from management. But anyways, Riggs, you might want to relay to Stephen R. Smith that he defended the championship against me because Stephen R. said he was going to call in, and Stephen R. didn't call in.
He'll let you know when he's in studio today.
But he doesn't have the belt anymore. That's the issue. He lost it to me because he had no answers compared to my 1 point.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Remember last week? Get in the ring? When it was just me against nobody?
That's a shame.
Well, he's in the house now, so I guess
Yeah,
we're
he's
just
in the
going to
house
see
now,
what
so
happens
give the
with
man
that.
some
Is
clarification.
he
Let him
though?
talk. Yeah, he's in the house.
Can you go get him?
Not at the moment.
Why not?
He's busy. He's getting a lineup.
Weird.
Did you go to Cisco the barber like I did today?
This is
Yes,
this is a brand new studio, and I just locked everything up, and I'm the only one that has a key to it. So
When he texts me, then I will say, "Hey, Keith, can I get up?" And I will go bring him in, unlock the door.
My answer is no. I want to go get him.
And I stay here.
Yeah.
Yes. So for Get in the Ring, is it going to be Riggs against Stephen R. Smith again? Because if Stephen R., apparently you're getting text messages from Stephen R. Smith, who is Stephen R. going to face off against for Get in the Ring tonight?
Austin, because Austin
Should be you.
Should be me.
It should be you, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Because honestly, when he gets
Let's
here,
go,
you'll find
Stephen
out.
R.
Let's go, Stephen R.
Challenge accepted. Stephen A, Stephen R, Stephen Z, Stephen T. Doesn't matter. You're going to go down like 1, 2, 3.
Promo scope.
Dude, that was so bad. Like, how do you live with you? I don't understand. Like, your puns. Dude, you have the worst dad jokes.
That wasn't even a dad joke. That just was literally word vomit that just came out.
You're absolutely right.
This is a new studio, and I just threw words up everywhere. But anyways,
Sports.
as I was saying, Riggs, you said Stephen R. is getting a lineup, right?
Yeah.
But he's not going to Cisco the Barber like I did today.
No.
He's going to Cisco the Barber next time.
Next time, yeah.
But it's Cisco the Barber. Hit him up, 440-320-2691. Again, that's 440-320-2691. Or at Cisco the Barber on Instagram. Honestly, I'm happy I went because I was looking like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and I look like an actual person again, and I don't have as terrible as a hairline. I mean, we got to work with what I got to work with.
Definitely cleaned up a little bit. It's kind of scruffy last time.
Side of your head.
Is that a colic?
It does. Doesn't that not look like?
Or it looks like a wave, like.
No. It looks like a cow went and just licked you like an ice cream cone.
That's what they call a widow's peak.
Hey, that's also what we call my hairline. Anyways,
What?
it's definitely a widow's peak. If I had my hair down, it's just...
If you had your hair down.
You ever seen Grandpa Munster from the Munsters?
What about the Munsters?
Grandpa Munster, that's how his hair was.
Isn't it combed back, though?
Or not, was it there or was it the boy? The boy had a
The
widow's
boy-
peak. Yeah, the boy had a widow's peak.
I almost said the little shit. And still did.
You still did anyways, that's fine.
But, anyways, guys, for the tip-off, this is definitely something that's interesting, and I have a lot of question marks. So if you guys haven't found out yet, LeBron James, Keith's favorite basketball player of all time,
I think he's great.
is part owner of the Boston Red Sox as of yesterday.
Yeah.
What?
And what does he usually wear? A Yankees hat.
He's a Yankees fan.
And he claims that he's an Indians fan too when it came to 2016 as well. So I'm asking a lot of questions. For one, if you're a Yankees fan, why are you buying the Boston Red Sox? Is he
That's
just
a
going to make
sin.
them super shitty? Is that what's going to happen?
That's a sin. I don't know if, like, can you call LeBron a bandwagon person, a businessman, or is he a treasonous SOB?
He's a bitch.
That one too. That whatever you want to call him, but maybe I don't want to give the man any excuses. Maybe the guy is just not thinking as it from a sports fan aspect. Maybe he's looking at it as a businessman. Like,
all right here.
honestly, if the time came up, if the
Cold hard dollar, dog. That's all it is.
say that again, the almighty dollar, exactly. Like, if the Pittsburgh Steelers offered to give me their franchise, yeah, why not? I'll take it. And I'll do the best I can with it, even though, like, I would wear an orange or brown shirt. On the
Haslam
bottom
was
of
a
my
minority
uniform.
owner in the Steelers before he bought the Browns.
Say that again.
Haslam was a minority owner for the Steelers before he bought the Browns.
Okay, but in that sense with LeBron James, I believe you can't go in there with any like fan biasm. I guess, you know, like it
Doesn't
I feel
matter.
like
It's all business. It's all business making money. That's all it is.
Exactly. He's going to get the rap
Wait a
for
minute,
it.
though. This is the same guy, all about business, all about money, that is a socialist piece of shit. So I'm really confused on why he's doing it. Just saying.
I mean, does he really need the money? I don't think so. I mean,
No, but,
Space
like-
Jam 2 just came out.
Even on top of that, though, too, like, this is, again, like, obviously you want your agent and your athlete to be close.
Right.
LeBron didn't do it like, oh, hey, here's 50 grand, 50 million, 50 trillion. I don't care what the figure was. But he didn't go, hey, I'm just putting this on my name like Usher did the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's going in with his agent, Mav Carter. So it makes you wonder, okay, why? Like, obviously LeBron's one of the greatest basketball players of all time. I get that.
Right.
But why is he able to be buddy-buddy? And who knows if it's technically the agent is fronting him this money and is just grouping with him, or LeBron's fronting him the money. And then what happens if you end up having a turmoil between your athlete and agent? If I'm LeBron, why am I not going in solo?
That's what contracts are for, man. That's all it is. If he wants to get out, things like that, there's safeties in there, all kinds of things that I'm sure he's protected.
It's just...
I think he should give half of the company away. Then I think he should give 45% of his money away.
I got
Then
a question.
think- what?
Why do you Google yourself?
What do you mean? Because, look,
Hold on, I'm watching. Oh, okay, so it comes up Keith Migra, IMDb. What's that mean?
that's
Internet.
something you will never have.
Okay.
That's
Dude, Rick is going to help me out.
I
Hold
was
on.
actually going to. Do you know what it means, really?
Internet movie database.
Okay, I was going to hit
No,
you. I was going to like.
I was
Good
just,
job, good job,
I was
good
just
job.
looking at the letters.
Oh, but I wanted you to do it yourself. But I mean, like, okay, has there been any other sports figure? Okay, Derek Jeter, or is it Derek Jeter? I believe. Well, one of the Pinstripe Pansies. They work, or they're a majority owner for the Florida Marlins or Miami Marlins, correct?
Jeter is.
Exactly. But even though there was really no rivalry there amongst the two teams, I guarantee there were probably still fans in New York that hated the fact that Jeter didn't have anything to do with the Yankees front office and he chose Miami.
Well, of course. I mean, but again, you're looking at, but also you got to look at the thing of opportunity. You're never getting into the Yankees as a minority owner. You're not, unless you're buying the Yankees, which is going to take a lot of money. Huh?
There's 4 minority.
Yeah, but they already have them. That's what I mean, and they're already sunk in. They're not going nowhere.
Wait, what do you
Just
mean?
making them money hand over fist.
What do you mean?
What I'm saying is that they've already got those minority owners and things in place. I bet you any money he went there first to see if he could get in, and he probably couldn't.
Right.
So what do you do? Goes to the next place.
They're selling them right now.
See, I
Are
thought
they?
Steinberg.
Yeah, 24 mil. I mean, it's like Google. Yeah, they're selling it.
That sounds pretty
They're
cheap.
selling, but the only thing is, he probably didn't want to go to the Yankees and only own 5%.
Right. That's what I mean. Like the percentage of it is
Said Ryan.
minuscule.
Hey,
I
stop
said
yelling. You're
that's
gonna
what I
end
was
up
getting
waking up
at.
the people downstairs.
There is nobody downstairs.
Isn't that weird? But anyway, like the whole entire aspect of LeBron owning besides the fact that why the Red Sox? Like Derek Jeter and the Marlins didn't even make any sense either.
No,
But
that made
It's opportunity. That's
but
all.
I guess that makes sense though, because right now, like, you literally had the market crash last year, and it's what, buy low, sell high. LeBron's buying the Red Sox, so when they traded away Andrew Benintendi, they have a minor league system right now essentially. And if you're a Boston Red Sox fan, I'm sorry, but I'm mainly sorry because you're a Red Sox fan. That's the issue.
The only thing is, what does he know about baseball?
The same thing that
He doesn't know anything about baseball. He knows
What do the
nothing.
Dolans know about baseball?
But he knows how to spend money, and he knows how to make money the right
But
way.
the thing
It
is,
just
that-
comes
that-
from
that
business
just proved
standpoint.
My point. He goes, "What does the Dolans know about baseball?"
And that's why I want LeBron
I mean,
to end up buying the Indians.
Say that slower and then hit rewind, and you'll find out why it's bullshit. Like the Dolans know nothing about baseball, don't give a damn about it.
But
Yet
if he
we
was
have-
part owner of the Indians, it would make so much more sense because then you have.
But why would you go to the Indians with that when you can get into the Red Sox and make more money?
And that's when it. But that
A
also.
big-
And that fan base ain't going away. That's
This
another
is
thing. That
also-
fan base ain't going nowhere. We were talking about one of the legendary franchises of all time: Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers. You get in there, it's set. You're not losing money. It's like if you can get in there, you're making money.
Right. No,
Like-
I agree.
Honestly, the thing is though, is that like you're talking about LeBron James, and LeBron's always like I want to come back. Literally, we were the morons in Cleveland that went, I'm going to have a huge party for him at Inficision Stadium because he's coming home. I'm going to cry because Coming Home's in the background by Nelly and whoever else. And you literally fall for that, and then he leaves again, but he goes to LA, and this is when you make up for the fact that he's in LA, but okay, I promise Cleveland I'm going to do this. I'm Cleveland this, Cleveland this, Cleveland this, Cleveland this, Cleveland this. If you're so Cleveland, why aren't you buying the Indians? You were the one in 2016 sitting in a suite and at the same time having Indians gear on. And I think at one point he had Indians gear on with a Yankees hat. So, come on, man.
So if somebody looked at you and told you, all right, I got 2 franchises right here, all right? Got a small to mid-market team, and I've got a giant market. You own this team, you're going to make this much, and it's got these owners. These are the head owners over here. You're going to make this much. Which do you choose?
If I was a communist piece of crap like he pretends to be, then I would go for I don't need to make money because I own sweatshops and Nike.
But I would ask you that too, though. But I mean, it's a legitimate question. Again, what are you going to do? Are you going to take the horse that's going to win, or are you going to take the horse that might?
I think the horse is going to win.
But even if
yeah,
that
but
horse
you're
wins,
right.
though, there's still the off
There's
chance
still-
that
yeah.
that underdog horse, for example, the Cavs and Warriors 2016, nobody came back from 3-1. Perfect example of that horse that wasn't guaranteed to win won.
I think
Doesn't change the money aspect, though. Again, percentages. So what's the percentage of that one time compared to 10?
but here's here's what we're missing. Like you're talking about, is he Cleveland? He's not Cleveland. He's never been for Cleveland. Ever has
Right.
this man been for Cleveland. It's not the fact that he talks out of both sides of his mouth. I don't want to be a billionaire. I don't believe in capitalism. I'm going to go buy the biggest market baseball team there is so I can make money.
Hypocrisy.
He's a hypocrite.
Right. Like, I'm just
He's a
talking dollars and
giant
cents. I'm not talking like you're trying to take the homer aspect and stuff like that. That usually doesn't have shit to do with it.
Now, the older that I am getting and like learning about sports, like at the end of the day, it is dollars and cents. Like, oh, I'm home, I'm back, I'm never going anywhere.
Okay,
to be
but-
honest, I drank that Kool-Aid when he said that. I thought
I
LeBron
did
is still
too.
going to be here.
He's not
Yeah.
gonna be here. But here's the only thing.
I would have
about-
fought somebody. They said he's leaving in 4 years.
Here's the thing. Here's what you're talking about, though. Does he? You know, if you're gonna buy the horse that wins, fine. Why wouldn't you put money into your horse that you have in your backyard? If you are a fan of your horse, you're not gonna put any money in it. Think of what he could do if he put that $45 billion that he doesn't want into the team.
Correct me if I'm wrong, too, to go on top of that. And, like, I know your stance on LeBron, and I'm completely neutral. I don't care about what he does on a political side whatsoever. So I'm not just agreeing with Keith and whatever you stand with, but at the same time, this is just completely neutral.
Right.
But didn't Cleveland have a casino, and that was right when he returned for the second time? And that casino blew up and made so much money that Dan Gilbert was on the nutsack of LeBron James for that long?
Especially, yeah, you got the game ending at 10, 11 o'clock. Primetime TNT was in the house. ABC games. Hey, I'm drunk. Let's get loaded. Let's go to Barrio, not a sponsor. And let's go to the Jack,
Not
not
yet,
a
but
sponsor.
Barrio, if you're interested, though, I like your tacos.
I think I get what everybody's saying. Like, you're gonna pick the cart you want to go first. But the man literally preached, "I'm Cleveland, I'm Cleveland, I'm Cleveland, I'm Cleveland, I'm Cleveland." You're gonna go buy the Red Sox.
Yeah,
Then you're gonna leave
That's
twice.
what screws me
seriously,
up is that
did anybody really expect this man to buy the Indians? Even want the Indians?
I was
well,
like,
I mean,
I
this
was
came out
hearing
of
like,
left field. No pun intended, but it came out of left field, and you have.
I'll
the
give you
Red
that.
Sox.
Like I was surprised. Like I've always said, I know he's going to own something. He's going to be
I
part
thought it was a
owner
basketball
of
team
something that
first, but
happens.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was going to happen until he was done.
I did. Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Which is another problem with sports. He should not be allowed to do this.
while he's an active
While you are an
athlete.
active athlete, you should not be allowed to buy other sports.
Here's the thing,
You
though.
shouldn't.
It's a different sport, though.
Doesn't
if he
matter.
could end up owning, the
Aaron Rodgers
Lakers-
did it too. He owns part of the
Shouldn't
Brewers.
be allowed to do it.
Who does?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Should-
There's not many
Yeah.
of them, but there's the ones that I know of. It's Aaron Rodgers owns part of the Brewers, and obviously
Right.
now LeBron.
shouldn't
For
be allowed
example,
to.
though, like if it's the same sport, like if Rodgers owned part of the, let's say the Packers, or like even if you're like LeBron and you end up investing in the Cavs back home, but you're playing for the Lakers,
Can't
you're
do
not allowed
that.
to do that. You should like I can understand that, but different sports.
It's a
like how is
conflict
him
of
investing
interest.
In the Red Sox is going to impact anybody in Los Angeles and
All
the
right,
Lakers.
let me ask you this then. So, LeBron James is active in everything, right? He's putting his agents in there. He's doing all this stuff. This is if I'm Boston, I'm pissed. I'm pissed because he is not going to take care of that team. He is not going to be able to give the care.
Well,
it needs.
Usher owns the Cavs, and he doesn't do shit.
Well,
Right,
here's the thing about
that's the problem.
he owned him, and I guess when LeBron came back, he came
really?
right back
Yes,
in.
yes,
Yeah.
he did.
Yep.
So Usher gave his share away. When
But it
LeBron
also
left.
depends on how much he actually owns of the Red Sox. Because if you only own, let's say 10%,
That's
you're
a
not changing.
lot.
That's a lot, but if you don't have controlling interest in it, you can't do anything anyway. You're just getting a paycheck.
No, you're telling me James doesn't have say no matter what percentage he owns what's going to happen in that front office?
I mean, look at the Cavs.
Yeah.
Literally with the Cavs, you want J.R. Smith, he's coming. You want Amon Shumpert, he's coming. You want Kevin Love, he's coming, and we're getting rid of Andrew Wiggins, which is the next big thing, but in reality isn't, and you didn't miss out on much. And
But the
that's
thing,
going to be a topic later on for the Cavs, because now Kevin Love and Colin Sexton, when things seem like they're going right, they're not at the same time. So stay tuned for that when we talk basketball.
the thing that confuses me, like, okay, LeBron James is an owner of one of the biggest franchises of baseball in the world. So what if they want to have an owners meeting for the MLB, but no, LeBron has to get ready for the Eastern Conference Finals. He can't be there. So why does he get that excuse?
Because
Like,
he'd vote by proxy, just
So
like
you're
they
gonna-
all do.
See, I've only heard that in movies. Okay.
That's fine, but but I don't want that. I don't want my owner of my team to vote by proxy.
What's
Oh
that
no,
even
I
mean?
understand. I understand what you're saying, but it's just I'm just like you just look at it, and again, you got all those guys at the top that've been owning these teams for a long time. You think they give a shit what he's got to say? No,
Like,
and that's why he'll unless he buys a team that is where he's the majority shareholder to make decisions. Nobody's going to let him make any choices. He'll put his 10 into wherever,
I don't believe that.
however much it is. He'll just throw it into whatever side is going to make him the most money.
Are you telling me that those people are not going to listen to what James says no matter how much he owns?
If he owns more, then yes, because they have to.
No,
if he owns less,
he could own 0.6%. It's I guarantee you the Boston Red Sox are going to brand their business off of James.
oh, they
they're
will.
gonna
I'm
give-
not saying
Yeah,
they
at
won't.
this point, you're stupid if you
That's
don't.
fine, but are you telling me that James is literally sneezes and the coach asked him what player he wants kicked off the field or off the
the
court?
team,
yeah.
right?
You're telling me that they are not going to go in there and listen to everything LeBron James says, period?
But what if it's that
I don't
one?
know, man.
They are.
What if it's that
They
one
are.
snarky comment, that one old person that's like, "Well, you're a basketball player. You don't know about this 160 plus season."
Doesn't matter.
Like,
It doesn't matter. They're gonna
But that's also the other side too. He also owns a sports agency, and now he's a team owner too. Again, like a lot of things in conflict of interest.
right, which is what I don't understand how it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be allowed to happen. Like, he has no business owning a team right now. When he retires, fine. But this is what's happening. Sports is getting, and the problem is, like you say, you don't care about his political things, but it's a serious issue because he didn't shut his mouth. So he's got all these problems. That's why Cleveland had an issue with him. That's why he ended up, I think he lost like 437,000 followers after he opened his moronic mouth about the whole Nike thing.
But when it comes to
it's gonna
followers, though,
happen
this is
there.
literally the day and age we're into at the same time with Twitter followers, and literally you're having a charity fight soon. Some dude on Facebook apparently. I want details on that. Honestly, you know what, Stephen R., wherever you're at, you're getting in the ring with Keith Migra, and it's going to be a charity fight, and it's going to be a non-title matchup too, just because we have to prep you for this guy, because he seems very tough, and, I mean, he definitely doesn't train at Hooligan's Gym.
All right, just to let you know, he put in $750 million.
I guarantee you he wipes his ass with that money,
That's
though.
not 1%. I promise you that is.
Well, that's why I said it all depended on how much he actually bought in. If he only bought in a small share, they're not going to give a shit what he's got to say because he has no controlling interest.
You,
Now,
but now hold on a minute. Do you really? If we gave LeBron James 1% of KM voice, we wouldn't give a shit what he says.
but we're talking about Cam Voice and the Boston Red Sox.
Doesn't matter. It's the same.
Oh, of course it
premises.
does. Those are billionaires. Those are billionaires that have owned a team for a long time.
Then
That's
why-
like
but that makes no
That's
sense.
like telling Donald Trump what to do. He's a billionaire. He doesn't give a shit.
If he said, if you have no, that's not right. Yes, you're right. He's a billionaire. He doesn't give a shit.
But that's my point. That money, once that money rises and you got control, you think they're giving control to anyone?
Yes, I do. I think they're.
I don't think so.
I-
Well, again, but again, I didn't know that number.
Nope.
You said, "Oh, that number changes. That changes how much stock he has in the
He
team."
can give $1 to it, and if they're gonna make him the face of the damn team, they're not gonna give it to what he does. That doesn't make any sense, Ryan.
Keith,
Yes,
calm
it does.
down.
Makes
Are they
plenty
going
of
to become
sense.
the Boston LeBron Jameses?
They're gonna become the Boston bitches because they're gonna listen to what this cocksucker says.
Oh, God. Whew, feisty.
Where'd Ryan go?
I just don't think so. I just don't think so.
That doesn't. I would place a friendly.
I think
wager
whatever
with you.
vote comes in, he's going to put his votes into what he wants to happen. But if he doesn't have the votes or the share that comes into the meetings, what are they going to do?
Well, okay. So if leading on that case, if so, then why does everybody else listen to him?
I'm
Who's
just
everybody
stuck
else?
on why
But we're-
followers matter, though.
He has no percentage
We live
of
in that
Nike.
day and age.
Do you
Yeah, but at
look
the
up
same time, the LeBron James losing however much followers, you think he gives a damn if he lost? Like, that's
No,
a quarter.
that's the problem.
That's a quarter
On a-
of like that's one person probably that that he loses. That's a big deal. Whatever, however much you said, 24,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's like losing one follower to him compared to if I lost that many.
Oh, no.
It doesn't matter at the end.
And like
of
I
the
said,
day
I
because
could
it
be
just comes
wrong,
down to
but I'm just saying, I'm looking at how things usually run. I don't know. I don't
Like,
know.
okay, like on the court.
I think if it was anybody other than LeBron James, what Ryan is saying is right, but it's not. It's LeBron James. It's
Right.
like
Well, again,
Michael
it's
Jordan.
uncharted water. I don't know. Again, I don't know the Boston. I don't know their owner. I know the guy that owns the majority. I don't know how he acts. I mean, obviously, they just cleaned house and didn't give a shit about any of that. So it's like, all right, so where you at? What are you doing? What's the business plan? What's he going to do? What's this? What are you in control of? It's just questions.
LeBron James, since he has gotten 5 coaches fired.
Name them.
So the NBA player, I don't know. I got to go through the article. You fucking
No,
name
I was
them.
telling Riggs.
Most like not Tyronn.
Paul Silas, Brendan Malone, Mike Brown, David Blatt, Luke Walton.
Damn, Luke Walton.
When did he
was
get
good.
Luke Walton fired?
Huh?
L.A.
LA.
for when he went to L.A.
Okay, on the funny aspect with LeBron owning the Red Sox, him playing for the Lakers and him owning the Red Sox, do you think when he goes and plays the Celtics, he's going to get some love shown at him, or they
I
still not
guarantee
going
you
to
he
give a
gets free
shit?
tickets to the Red Sox game if they're in
You got to
town.
remember though,
Yeah.
not just the Red Sox, the Celtics and the Cavs. When he was in the East, Celtics and Boston do not like LeBron. It's like
Right.
Toronto, same shit. They don't like him. But again, Boston's not that much different than Cleveland, than New York, or anything. We mark out for ours, and if they're ours, they're just going to forget about the fact. Like, we'll just leave that part out. We'll just,
mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Look
It's
at
just what they're going to do.
because it gets bigger. It gets more into just the stuff they say afterwards. Because again, a prime example of this, and I want to hit on this so bad too, because it pisses me off. But the fact that you end up having your star player leave, and then he says something stupid. Like, for example, LeBron, when he left the first time, said whatever. I don't even remember, but it wasn't, I'm coming back to home to Cleveland. It was, oh, I'm going to win the next 7 championships here. Okay, cool, whatever. He came back home, won, whatever. Then you would get guys like Francisco Lindor that just opens up his mouth, and it's just all negativity, and he's saying, oh, well, I took a nap in Game 7 of the World Series in 2016 during the rain delay. I ended up doing this. I didn't give my all in the weight room last year because it was the COVID season. I didn't do this. Why are you even saying it? Because you're gone away from that city? Or are you just trying to get a buzz because you're trying to be relevant in a New York market?
Both.
It's just
Both.
so
Does it- everything.
Big
Yeah,
market, they'll
both.
eat you up.
Yeah.
You're in their clubhouse. You can't really talk shit. You're not getting paid by them anymore. So whatever you didn't like, I mean, look how much shit we talk. So what if you couldn't? And then you could.
People are not happy.
Oh, no.
Like, people are pissed.
About what?
Dude, Boston doesn't want him. Like, why the hell would you go to there? You anywhere else?
I guarantee he's probably throwing out a
It's
first
just-
pitch sometime soon.
I don't know if he's going to. I don't know if he'll put himself through that, though.
You don't think he's going to throw a first pitch out at a game?
Nah, not if he's still playing for the Lakers. And you got to
Oh, yeah,
remember
you gotta think
also,
about that.
not just that, the Celtics and the Lakers is one of the oldest rivalries ever.
Exactly. That's what I was getting at. Like when he goes to Boston to play.
Like it's
as
a weird,
Laker.
it's a weird. Like they hated him in Cleveland, they hated him when he was a Laker. I don't know.
They
I
hated
don't know.
him
It's
in
gonna-
Miami.
We need to do research before we talk. He is definitely throwing out the first home game pitch.
Is he? What did I? I'm gonna say. What the fuck did I
He
say?
is-
I knew it.
He is definitely throwing out the first pitch for the home game.
Well, we'll see how much.
Is it confirmed?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
And people are pissed. Like they're.
That's what I mean because I mean you watch watch how it trends.
Yeah.
And we'll see. Let's see if it actually happens. That's what I'm getting at. Like, would I say, of course, like if I owned a team, that's the first thing. Yeah, I'm gonna let him throw a pitch out. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Boston
But
James Sox.
in this situation, what are you gonna
The
do?
thing is, if this is a situation, why even allow it?
All
That's
right.
the thing. Like, if you got to worry about
Speaking of which, too, pardon the interruption really quick. The Cavs are literally playing the Boston Celtics tonight, too. How ironic
oh, so
that
weird that
LeBron...
they play each other on a schedule when they play a game. What the fuck are you talking about? Of course they're gonna play each other, moron.
Yeah, but the
You get where I'm
ironic.
going-
The
LeBron just
coincidence.
bought it. He's always a Cleveland guy, blah, blah, blah.
Will you stop saying that? LeBron James not a Cleveland guy.
He was being sarcastic.
On that note, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, Stephen R. Smith will be back. He's
I gotta
going to be
grab
getting in the
Steven.
ring.
No, I'll get him.
Yeah, Riggs, you have to
let
Manscaped.
me get him. Let me get him.
Manscaped. Use the promo code SPORTS with a Z. SPORTZ. Ball shaver, ball toner, ball deodorant. The lawnmower 3.000. That pubic hair has got to go. Manscaped.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this on the We Like Sports podcast.
If you're
Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
why not play with your balls? Our sponsor today, Manscaped, is here to make sure your balls are smooth while you or your partner are playing with them. Manscaped promotes clean hygiene when it comes to shaving your balls thanks to their Lawnmower 3.0. So a little side note, have you ever cut your balls while shaving them? I have, and that is painful. I would not ever do that again, and I would never shave my balls if it wasn't for Manscaped, because once I started using Manscaped, I no longer had to worry about the bleeding anymore. lawnmower. Also, for any new subscribers, you end up getting replacement blades refilled for your lawnmower 3.0 trimmer delivered to your door every 3 months, making sure your trimmer always stays fresh and clean. And for a limited time, subscribers get not only 1, but 2 free gifts: the Shed Travel Bag, which is a $39 value, and the high-patented, high-performance, anti-chafing Manscaped Boxer Briefs. This is the perfect package for your perfect package. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SPORTSWITHAZ at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped, and use the code SPORTS. Make playing with your balls the best part of your day. Thanks, Manscaped.
Welcome back to the We Like Sports Podcast with Peyton Vince, Stephen R. Smith, and Ryan stepping in today for Austin. So we got Ryan. Keith, where did Keith go? He was saying he was going to grab Stephen R. Smith, grabs him, walks out. What happened to him?
Trying to buy a percentage of the Indians.
Yeah, first and foremost, brother, I want to thank you for having me once again back on the show, and it's a pleasure finally meeting you, besides us using the Twitter fingers on the intranet. Thank you once again, my brother. Thank you. First and things off, brother Keith is hella busy. I'm surprised he even has time to be on this show and even be in the room with us at time and schooling us and teaching us and giving us and helping us with this humpicity nice studio on the second floor of the building. The last floor in the building. The deluxe apartment in the sky.
The what?
Penthouse suite. Not Larry
Deluxe
Flint.
apartment.
All right, so you missed last week.
And let me tell you why I missed last week. And I want to tell everybody out there why your man's missed last week's. Okay. In the NBA, we saw my New York Knickerbockers take on the Brooklyn Nets. And in my city, in my state, in my place, when it comes down to that rivalry in the city, the battle of the borough, It can be a depressing time for people. People call off work. People get sick. Women get pregnant. Kids get bullied. Anything can happen on that day. Your man Stephen R. was just bad written because I know if I wanted the orange and blue or the man in the subway to win. And I told you, and you know my background and where I come from, that's a very, very sensitive subject. Your man almost had 3 panic attacks and 2 strokes and ate 1 steak during that game.
Wait, so why'd you miss last week?
I was depressed because that game was coming up.
Oh.
The aromas in the sea. You're not from the Big Apple.
No.
You're a Buckeye boy.
Yep.
And you use Irish Spring when you do your body wash. I
X
use
today.
Orange New York Nick body soap when I was a little chillin'. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we're going to get in this ring-a-ling, and I'm going to embarrass you.
Well,
How you feel about Julius Randle this year?
Julius Randle. That guy, he's got the juice, and I'm not talking OJ, and I'm not talking about the things that you get at the bar. That he's going to have a splendiferous cucumbertus type year. And I promise you that he needs to stay healthy and stay humble.
But on that note, it looks like we're going to get in the ring. Stephen R. is defending his championship belt that I temporarily
Oh, no, he's
had.
trying to acquire it back. Forfeited it to you last week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So, Stephen R.
I was in bed. When the Knicks play the Nets, your head is a mess.
But I'm the champion now. So, since I'm the champ, Ryan, I'll let you pick the question. And Stephen R., I'll let you go first.
We'll get a softball one out here, a little easy one for fun. Crunchy peanut butter or creamy peanut butter?
All right.
Go. When it comes to crunchy peanut butter and all peanut butter, first off, shout out to George Washington Carver. Crunchy peanut butter, you get your extra protein because protein has nuts. Crunchy peanut butter is the only time that a guy like me has peanuts or any type of nuts in his mouth. You get more, you get full, and mom does it better with Jif Tiff Tiff. The only time a man like me eats a peanut butter and JJ, it has to be crunchy nuts on it all day.
You still got 4 more seconds.
4 seconds.
Crust off.
All right, 30 seconds. All right, so which side did you take?
I took the crunchy.
It's
the
got
nuts.
crunchy.
And what's the other option? Smooth?
Creamy.
Creamy? All right. Just so you see that, that's the amount of time. Why are we even talking about peanut butter? This is a sports show, but if I have to go with one, it'll definitely be smooth. Because you know what? When it comes to smooth, I'd rather have my nuts nice and smooth because all I do is manscape every day. And when I'm doing that, I'm going to use promo code SPORTS with the Z, SPORTZ. Make sure that you don't have nuts in your peanut butter and you go creamy, but make sure your nuts are smooth when you use the Lawnmower 3.0. Make sure to use promo code SPORTS with the Z, SPORTZ.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to give this one to Peyton because he dropped. He had to drop. You did the commercial, also with that tying it together. 2 for 1.
You did your thing, brother. You did your thing. Let me tell you about one of my favorite movies of all time.
Does it involve nuts?
It doesn't involve nuts.
Okay.
This is Rocky 4.
Oh my God.
Apollo dies from the Russian. You had me backed up into the corner.
Throw in the damn towel.
And our producer didn't throw in the damn towel because I didn't want him to. I went into this ring and I died like a champ with crunchy peanut butter on my breath. My brother, you did your thing. My brother, you had stepped up your game. And I hope you defend that title, sir, against Keith one day. And I hope you make the belt proud. I hope you make yourself proud. And Brotherton, I hope you... I hear something about you at the gym. I heard you get clammy hands when people touch dumbbells after you.
They don't fall over.
We almost lost this man in Progressive Field, everybody. But nonetheless, we like sports. Facebook Live, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, your Twitch. Your boy Stephen R. Just because I lost the belt does not mean I'm going away. I will be here. I will try to get that belt back. I'm not going to complain. I'm not even going to use my stimulus and mischeck to get a rematch clause. I'm going to go back to the gym, do some thinking, talk to Rachel Pennies. And then after that, Max Kellerman, I'm coming for you, brother.
Are you going to eat his bologna sandwich or whatever?
It was chicken papakas. Your boy does not like bologna. I refuse to eat things that people can be full of, and that's crap and bologna.
Holy shit. Oh, man. Wow. So I won Get in the Ring against Stephen R. And Stephen R., you're saying that you're going to stick around for a while. You're not going anywhere, right?
I can stick around until after the commercial breaks.
Okay, perfect. And then at the end, we obviously have the miscellaneous segment. That's when you come back and you just talk about whatever's on your mind, right? That's usually...
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, on that note, since we're talking about the New York Knickerbockers and whatnot you were saying, how about the fact, guys, that Patrick Ewing was asked for an ID while at Madison Square Garden? How does that even work out?
That's a damn shame. That is a damn shame. That is the house that man helped build. The Garden, the pinnacle, the Mecca of New York City. The Mecca, this is ridiculous. Why would you, that's like, would you let Babe Ruth, the ghost of Babe Ruth, a reincarnation of the big Babe himself, would you ask for a ticket stub or an ID or some type of hair follicle for him to get back into the Bronx? No, you wouldn't. Patrick Ewing, you should be able to look at that man and you see greatness. You see John Starks passing him a ball. You see people like John Sally throwing him an alley-oop. And I guarantee the person was some twidget-fingered millennial who had no clue who that big, tall Jamaican slam dunker chunk of man was.
Hey, you just said it right there. That's what it is. It's that you're not. And the thing, coaches basketball. He said Georgetown. Like he's coaching basketball.
Exactly. Yes.
But
yes,
not a lot of people watch college basketball until Madness. So, and again, he's in a smaller team. He's out there. He doesn't get a lot of that TV where he's out there all the time. So March Madness, he pops back in. His name starts flying around a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, it's that generation. Like if it's not here, it's not right now. That doesn't matter. Doesn't exist.
It's just the fact though that
it's sad.
Like Patrick
it's sad.
Ewing. That's the problem. And then you Spike Lee was kind of the start of it, but who cares because he's an actor. Or an agent or a singer. I don't even know what he is, but I mean, I'm not the one checking his tickets.
Director, producer, actor.
Yeah, all that stuff. But anyways, you have a former basketball player that played at your home arena. And
Hall of Famer, I mean.
You're literally probably seeing portraits of this man in the hallways, and you're going, hey, ticket stub, please. Because I don't recognize you. You're telling, I'll give you credit if it was your first day, but that's it, because there's no.
I think more that I'm on is why do he have a ticket stub? Why is he coming through the front?
Exactly.
I mean, be real. Why is he coming through the front? Is the other Dolan that stupid that he couldn't call and be like, hey man, I want to come see a game, and he just doesn't come in the back?
I mean, the secret entrance and tunnels should still be there in the Garden. Like that man Patrick Ewing. The last time my New York Knickerbockers saw the NBA Finals was in 1999, and Tim Duncan and Robert Horry and the rest of those San Antonio Spurs showed up in my Garden, and they put on a clinic. And my boy Big Pat was so sad that he knew that could probably be his only time to bring one to the Big Apple, the Larry O'Brien Trophy. That man, what you said, he has pictures and all around the Garden. But at the same time, to these young folks, he looks like someone's grandpa. He looked like some homeless guy on the street. Yes, it's his fault, but it's also the generation before him that did not tell the young man about said so athlete. There's people out here that are so pepperminted that peppermintive.
But also on the side of that kid could just be having a job. He just got a job at the Garden. He ain't watched basketball or anything like that, so he doesn't know anything. He just got a job.
Exactly. Like there's people out here so peppermintive, like these kids. They don't know Michael Jordan as a good basketball player. They know LeBron James as the GOAT. All they know Jordan about is shoes. Oh, yeah. Jordan 1-6? I know he makes good shoes. I'm loving those retros. I'm loving them carbines right there. I didn't know the man won 3 back-to-backs. Do you understand? But that's just the diff with the generational stuff. Brother, please talk.
Yeah, absolutely. But changing topics here, because I think Steve and I are a little flustered about this Patrick Ewing situation.
He talked about the Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely strikes a fuse for him. And going local for us now, you got Colin Sexton. This is what I mentioned earlier on the tip-off. Sexton. Saying that on Twitter you have him liking a tweet, and you could read into this if you want because most Cleveland fans are going to, but he liked a tweet saying that Kevin Love was the biggest waste of $120 million. as a teammate, as a player, as somebody that you're with all the time, and you have the social media ability to see what they like, why are you doing that? Like, it's true, yes, that's correct. But at the same time, though, that's your own teammate.
Might be your teammate, but Kevin Love's. I mean, he's getting paid, and Colin's not because he's still on his rookie deal. And he thinks if he thinks he's great, he's going to call out anybody he can because he thinks he's a leader or whatever it is. So would I do that? No, you don't do that. You don't call out your teammate, especially your teammate. You don't do shit like that.
Stuff you do like that. See, that's the difference between this day and age. Stuff like that, my friend. I have been in locker rooms as a young reporter, and I've seen athletes that I'm not going to be a bomb and put them on blast on this show. I've seen men to men have conflict and go combat to one another. Hey, brother, if you let so-and-so dunk on you, I'm going to pick you up in that locker room. Or if you don't catch that pop fly, I'm going to pop you in the mouth. And it was only said between those men and in the locker room, in dugouts, in clubhouses. You didn't do the Twitter, the Facebook, and the Instagram. I believe they want the clout, they want the fame, and they want the people know that, oh, Mr. Sexton ain't no punk. The only people should know that you ain't no punk is your team members and your coaching staff. Little Miss Susie and little light-skinned Derek at the barbershop that's in the 12th grade don't need to know that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, liking a tweet doesn't matter at all. Like, yeah, like you said, we're brought up a different way that you want to end up having the facial confrontation. Like, if you end up saying some stuff behind my back, which I don't even understand why I try to censor myself anymore, but that's been long gone for this show, probably since about, like, March of 2019 when we ended up moving places. Anyways, with the whole entire Colin Sexton thing, it doesn't make sense why you're liking a tweet. Like, that could be something even like, okay, well, Kevin Love, you're my teammate as of right now. I'm going to end up trying to learn from you what I can to be better. And then on top of that, you have guys like, is Drummond still on our team? Is Andre Drummond still on the team? Because I feel
as far as I know, he's still there.
The NBA is going the route that if you want to get traded, your ass is being sat down until somebody wants you, or else you're just not going to play for us. Why is that even a thing, too? I've been wondering that.
And honestly, I mean, like, why even play? If you don't want to be here, so why even play? I'm going to make you so miserable that, hey, if you're not going to play for us this year and you want to play for somebody else, that's great. I'm not going to waste my time yelling at you in drills. I'm not going to waste my time trying to figure you out in rotation when you want to be in another man's rotation. No weird stuff intended. We're talking about sports here. But do you get what I'm scratching at? Can you pick up what I just dropped? Can you dig what I just shoveled out the ground? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you smell what The Rock was cooking?
What was he cooking?
Talk.
Anyways, as we were talking with the whole entire Colin Sexton thing, and like the thing that there's another player too that did it. Let me find out who it was, but I want to say there was another player that ended up sitting out as well recently until he gets traded. And it just doesn't make sense why you have that ability.
But also at the same time, now that I also had like a little quick empathy of thoughts, what if they're saying, okay, you want to be traded, Peyton? That's fine. We can probably work out something within the next 2 weeks. But I want to sit you down on this bench, and I don't want you injured for next set.
And that's where I was going to go. Sometimes it's not the player. I don't know. I couldn't tell you percentage of the time, but it's a lot of times it's the GM and the ownership will sit him because, again, they don't want him, like you said, they don't want to get hurt. They get hurt, the trade value drops down, he's on the roster. And also if he's hurt, you can't trade him.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes sense, but it just seems to be that this year alone, it's super popular for you to do that. Like,
I think it's not that it's. I don't think it's not that it's new. It's always been, but now it's bleeding into football. It's bleeding into baseball. It's bleeding into a lot of things to where guys are taking control of their own things. And I'll just sit out for the year. I'll just blah blah blah. I'll take the fines because I've made enough money that I can do that. And it's happening in more arenas than just basketball now. But so now it's in your face. Okay, I'm looking at this. That guy's sitting down. I watch football. That happened. Now I go to baseball. Something happened to this guy. What's going on with that? What's front office doing about this? Or is it him? And then you go to football. Same shit. Like it just goes back and forth. And now it's more prevalent all across sports instead of just maybe here and there in another sport.
Like, I think the thing is that, like, even if it was the GM's fault because they don't want to use lose the trade value, how much of that is actually an ego of the player saying, okay, especially with, like, you're having so many more players now that have the ego behind it. Like, Le'Veon Bell for the Steelers is the first one I think of right away because he was on the sidelines until he got paid. He didn't play that whole entire year. Ended up being a free agent, signed elsewhere because he got paid there. And look where he was at. He went with the Jets and he did nothing at all. So obviously the Steelers, on another note, paid off and the wait was worth it. But there's so many athletes that have their egos that they deserve. They're entitled. So many more recently.
Oh yeah, it's true, and again, like I said, it's both sides too. Because like I don't see all of them equal. Like Deshaun Watson, like free him. He needs to go. Like that, he needs to go to another team. Somebody needs to trade him. I agree with it. I'm down with that because that's a dumpster fire. I wouldn't want to be there either. Got rid of everybody.
And speaking of a dumpster fire, I love the primordial soup shift when it comes to certain sports leagues, like the Cleveland Browns had a great season, and then you had a dumpster fire down in Texas. You know, I like seeing things like that. You know,
oh yeah, it's always a shift. There's always going to be a shift.
Exactly. I remember watching the Cleveland Browns being 4-12 and saying, "What the hell? Are you ever going to get it together, boys? 4-12. That should."
We just saw it a lot more over 20 years. We just saw it a lot more over 20 years.
A lot more.
Yeah, that was, and I mean, again, that goes into the fact though too that I feel like you're gonna end up having a change when it comes to just Browns fans. Like, you're gonna have more Browns fans 10 years from now if they continue this success because that's what these kids grew up with. Like,
yeah,
how
but I
many
don't
Browns
have
fans
really
from Cleveland, like, or not Browns fans, but how many fans from Cleveland?
Like
are
Cleveland's
actually
already
fans of the
embedded.
Browns?
Like again, if you like football and you're from Cleveland, you're gonna love Cleveland. It just more times than not, that's just what's gonna be.
But like,
So, yeah.
when you end up having kids though that are like teenagers,
I think you'll
now,
find more people on the outside that'll jump on the bandwagon if they're good, like anything else. Maybe not just Cleveland, like Cleveland itself, but now you're getting the surrounding areas. You'll find, again, it'll stretch out farther to where you'll get more. The more they win, obviously, the more fans they're going to acquire from other places other than just Cleveland.
Right, but like, you're gonna end up seeing this. I think you're gonna end up seeing the fact that you have these kids from Cleveland that end up liking the Seahawks, the Packers, the Steelers, whoever, because within the last 17 years, all they saw was just misery and
oh yeah, it was always a
losses.
secondary team. You always had somebody else.
Exactly.
Somebody else was like I always, when I grew up, it wasn't just the Browns. Like I liked San Francisco. I liked the Raiders. It was always like I'd pick teams on the West Coast away from the East Coast.
Right, because it's away
and I'd
from
follow
the team,
them.
literally.
Where I'm from, brothers, the cream of the crop, I had a little bit of everything. If I wanted to be a Giants fan, I could be a Giants fan. I wanted to be a Jets fan, I could be a Jets fan. Yankees, Mets.
I'm sorry.
Exactly, et cetera, et cetera. So there were days where your man was, we call it borough bouncing where I'm from, because if you're a Yankees fan, you can't like the Knicks or you can't like the Jets. So what I used to do was I jumped around a little bit, and then I realized, instead of jumping around being a bandwagon fan, I could just jump around and be a bandwagon sports analyst.
So as a bandwagon sports
Stacking the
analyst,
deck.
what do you do?
Brother, I'm in locker rooms. I'm interviewing everybody from the top of the mountain to the bottom. I was in the Lakers organization, and I interviewed Magic Johnson, Jeannie Buss.
Were you interviewing his Magic Johnson, though?
No, I wasn't. Look. I'm frustrated.
Stephen R., you said you were a sports analyst, and you can't even keep it together.
Stephen R. lost for words.
Give it time. I'll end up just saying random shit like Paputis, Buddhist, and like whatever. Are you okay, Stephen R.? This is what happens when you don't talk. You lose get in the ring. But on another note, as we end up kind of going back to basketball and finishing that up, because this is something that we can't discuss with Keith around because he hates basketball or he doesn't. Hey, if it's LeBron related, that's always downhill. But anyways, on a positive note, What are your guys' thoughts on the fact that new Cavs center that essentially took over for Andre Drummond, Jared Allen, when asked about his second half goals for the team, he said the P word, as in playoffs.
I like the confidence of the brother. I like the style, I like the steez, but if you really want to throw that P word out there, you better make sure you can back it up within the second half of the season.
I mean, he's showing out. I mean, don't get me wrong. Ever since he got here, he's been about the cause. He's been playing and showing out. But I mean, yeah, you want to have the confidence to say, what are you playing for? If you're not playing to go to the playoffs, you're not playing to win, then what are you doing? You can say it, and you can, as an individual, do what you got to do, but the whole team's got to come with you. The whole team's not on your same page, and we're talking about Kevin Love liking a tweet, or somebody
Colin
like Sexton liking a tweet about Kevin Love. There's already dysfunction in between the players that are already there. So if one say like, oh yeah, playoffs are the thing, and then there's rumors and disgruntled and all this other shit floating around there, it's not a good recipe for a playoff run.
Back from me being in locker rooms and the type of business that I am and the business that I was in, I've interviewed men like Tommy Lasorda. I've interviewed people like Cy Young winner Tim Lincecum. And in some clubhouses.
Hold on, weren't you just talking basketball 2 seconds ago?
But I'm back to the clubhouse thing. I've been in certain clubhouses where some of the men on that rosters were just like, hey, I'm here to play for a paycheck. Get my big booty woman. Get my brothers and sister, my aunties and them a car. And I'm okay with being complacent and being in the 10th, 11th, and 15th, buried all the way down seed. I've been around players like that. And you know those players are? Not existent. Those players don't exist. They're not here. Figments of your imagination. You could probably get them in the free agent section of the every NBA 2K video game because that's how meaningless they were. Some players out here only play for the big check. Ted DiBiase as an NBA player is some of those athletes. They're willing to spend the money, but they'll do some dirty things on the court to get it. And they don't care about winning the big one. You're a wrestling fan. Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. Has he ever won the WWF Championship? He never had. Why the man never won the WWF Championship? Because he was complacent with the money. He was complacent with doing the dirty get down work on the court and making money.
I just wanted to make sure that you said Ted DiBiase. I was confused because I didn't know Stephen R. Smith was a wrestling fan too.
The 1980s.
I think you get a lot of W's and you turn it into a website, but nonetheless, though, I think
I didn't throw no dot or no slash slag or no or in that.
What about .gov? Anyways, guys, on that note, we'll be right back. When we get back, Keith is gonna end up coming back. We're gonna be talking baseball. It's MLB time. It's spring training time. It's time to not go anywhere. But if you do, go to the bathroom and Manscaped. Stephen R., do you want to use the promo code?
Sports, SPORTZ. Use the promo code. You're going to get ball shaver, ball deodorant, ball toner, the Lawnmower 3.0. And I hope it better not cut your little things when you shave your balls. Manscaped.
Wait, hold on. I got questions about this Amazon app, too, when you come back later for the miscellaneous segment.
I have to go take care of that, so right now, thank you so much.
Yep, you got it. We'll be back on the Music Sports Podcast.
If you're
Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
why not play with your balls? Our sponsor today, Manscaped, is here to make sure your balls are smooth while you or your partner are playing with them. Manscaped promotes clean hygiene when it comes to shaving your balls thanks to their Lawnmower 3.0. So a little side note, have you ever cut your balls while shaving them? I have, and that is painful. I would not ever do that again, and I would never shave my balls if it wasn't for Manscaped, because once I started using Manscaped, I no longer had to worry about the bleeding anymore. Also, for any new subscribers, you end up getting replacement blades refilled for your Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer delivered to your door every 3 months, making sure your trimmer always stays fresh and clean. And for a limited time, subscribers get not only 1, but 2 free gifts: the Shed Travel Bag, which is a $39 value, and the high-patented, high-performance, anti-chafing Manscaped Boxer Briefs. This is the perfect package for your perfect package. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SPORTSWITHAZ at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped, and use the code SPORTS. Make playing with your balls the best part of your day. Thanks, Manscaped.
And we are back. We're live at the We Like Sports podcast with myself, Riggs. I am back. Stephen R. took a walk around the
Where did you and Keith go?
He's always busy. That's his business.
Well, he went to the store for a pack of smokes.
Were you pregnant?
You did.
Right. Never mind.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you.
That means
I
he's not
bet
coming
you
back.
did.
Oh.
Man, that was delayed.
Wait, what was delayed? You're on a 30-second loop. Of course it's delayed.
I don't know, Peyton. Just his reaction to what you said.
Oh man. Wow. All right, Riggs, there you go. That is not anything that you usually smoke from home.
Candy.
Like weed?
Riggs, what are we talking about for baseball?
I ate the whole thing.
Can we get into what Francisco Lindor said?
Why do you want to do that?
Because he's a bitch for that, dude.
All right. So, as I mentioned earlier in the tip-off, Francisco Lindor admitted that in Game 7 of the World Series in 2016, he took a nap. Hold on. Like, you're going to go. Me first. Anyways, he took a nap in Game 7 of a World Series in a rain delay and blamed on it because he was young. Why are you even going to say it? Isn't it you get older as you are more tired as you get older?
Yeah.
So why? Oh, I was young. Then I want to be like, bitch, then stay up, but I didn't. But it came out anyways because that's the true feeling. Like, stay up. That's all you have to do. It is Game 7 of a World Series, and you're saying that you were young and you were 22 and you couldn't stay up when fans outside of Progressive Field were probably still sitting in the stands. And on top of that, the fans in Gateway Plaza were underneath the canopy. I know because I was there. And they were more lively and more quote-unquote lit than the players because the players are napping. They're napping when the fans, the crowd, everybody around you. And what's Mike Napoli doing at the time, too, when he's supposed to be this clubhouse leader in 2016?
Partying at his house.
Taking a nap.
Nap police.
Holy shit.
That's like Francisco Lindor. Like, I was 22 years old. I went to sleep during the rain delay. Okay,
As a player!
Me at 32 years old, when it rains outside, oh man, I'm lazy. Like, that's my thing. But the fans outside have way more energy, make way less money than they'll ever see in their bank accounts, and you can't stay up. You can sleep after the victory parade, sweetheart. Like, that pisses me off about this prima donna punk. There's a weight room in there. I was watching a documentary.
He wasn't hitting the weight room in 2020. Why would he hit it when he's at 22?
Listen, this documentary I was watching was about the Chicago Cubs when they broke their curse on our field. David Ross and a few of the guys, during the rain delay, they took them to the weight room and they said, hey,
stay focused.
Stay focused.
Shocking.
F this rain delay, F this curse. And what those guys do? Oh, let me curl a little bit of weights probably. Let me do a little bit. Let me stretch. Our guys, they took it for granted.
Let me take a freaking nap.
Our city probably took it for granted because we probably thought we were going to win it because the Cavaliers just won the NBA Finals that year.
You know what? It's not.
Well, we had all the momentum going into the rain delay.
Exactly.
Had that rain delay, I fully believe we would have won that game.
You literally had all the momentum when you thought. So many people in Progressive Field and around that area thought that when they were down 6-3, when it was the 7th inning.
It's not vibrating.
You ended up having this change in one inning, which I think was the 7th or 8th inning, and that's when you were like, all right, shit, maybe they might be coming back and they could actually hang. It's tied right now, and they were just down by 4 or 5 innings ago. It's coming down to the wire, and that whole entire momentum change, as you mentioned, Ryan, was when people started believing that the Indians actually had a chance because it's Cleveland mindset. They wrote him off within the first 5 innings because that was when Kluber pitched. Kluber didn't even go that far. He went 4 innings. You're already defeated by that. Then on top of that, you have Yan Gomes playing, which was on the injury reserved at one point. It just doesn't make sense. And then your last out was Michael Martinez, which that was just you backed yourself into your corner, and that's all you did.
Like,
But a nap in Game 7 of a World Series in 2016.
I'm at home with my 13-year-old niece at the time, and I put a Chris $100 bill on the table and said, if we win this, this is yours. And he's taking a nap, and I'm having a panic attack saying, I can see 2 championships in 1 year. My birthday was 2 days ago. Oh, my God.
Hold on, I swear, the last segment, Stephen R. said he was having a panic attack. And now Riggs said he was having
We
a
might be
panic
related.
attack.
I don't know. It could be that season. But
You guys might be related. You look exactly identical.
we probably do.
Like, not even like doppelganger, but like, it's you.
But, like, I swear he said something about a panic attack, and we're just talking about 2016 and how he was having a panic attack then.
I'm fine until Rick starts laughing.
Oh, man.
Well, here's the thing, though. All right, so let's take a look at this. Lindor's talking, and everybody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about spring training.
Yeah. Okay.
They're worried about a dude that's at another team. Like,
Who did we play? Did we play Oakland?
They play the Red
Play the
Sox
Red
tonight
Sox
at
tonight.
9:05.
Whoa, we play the Red Sox. Oh, LeBron effect.
What?
Spring training, right?
Who did you say?
The Red Sox.
Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, okay. I got a little premature.
Is it the
Didn't
first
you
time?
say the Red Sox?
he did say the Red Sox.
I
say
did?
the Red Sox.
Oh, okay.
I was
Yeah.
just waiting. I was like, somebody else gonna catch this because he definitely said that.
Okay, so it's the Battle of Ohio.
Let
and
me
spring
double
training.
check this now. I'm doubting myself.
Dude, just go.
I would love
It's
to
the
go to a-
Reds.
I would
I've
love to
got
go
it
to
up
a
on Twitter.
Yes,
it's the Reds.
the Reds. Yes, that's what I saw earlier, but it's like the New Jersey Arkansas license plate from earlier.
I want to go to a spring training game and just drink a lemonade with my shirt off
What?
and watch spring training. Like go to the Cactus League or a Grapefruit League game.
Why do you have to have your shirt off?
Because I'm in Florida or Arizona, my shirt's off.
You think
I'm around grown-ups.
You would be the only person in spring training with your shirt off.
Yeah.
I'd take
You
my
can't
shirt
even
off
get
too.
a tan.
Thank
Okay.
you. We could be shirtless together.
That's stupid.
He's gonna have a chair tan line.
I have a chair tan line every year.
Are you
That
gonna be
doesn't change.
shirtless too?
Yeah, he said he's going to be shirtless with me.
Anyways,
What about COVID?
I'm not worried about COVID. I ain't afraid of no COVID.
I'm half vaccinated, about to be a zombie. It's fine.
As I'm doing the Thriller walk, right?
Wait, didn't you already have COVID?
Yeah,
Why the hell did you get vaccinated for it?
I still recommend it.
That doesn't make any sense.
Anyway, spring training. Speaking of vaccinating and things that weren't happening last year, spring training and Bobby Bradley competing for a first base position.
Nice, I like
Honestly, the thing is Bobby Bradley, I hope that he does it. Yesterday in their spring training game, he ended up having like 2 doubles, and he ended up scoring on each one.
He did.
And he's like, I think he's like 8 for whatever now, and every hit has been an extra base hit. It's been a double or it's been a home run. Honestly, I like Bobby Bradley a lot more than I like Jake Bowers, and I've always liked Bobby Bradley
I love
more.
Bowers, though.
Jake Bowers is nothing. He's a terrible left fielder. I know that's not his natural
That's
position.
not even his position.
But even as a first baseman, if he actually mattered, they wouldn't have had Carlos Santana blocking the way. And
Yes, they would've.
Bobby Bradley played for 1 or 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And that was it. And he showed what he brings to the table.
Didn't he throw a fit?
No, that's Trevor Bauer probably.
Yeah. But, dude, like, has Bowers played first for us for very long? Has
Well,
he played
I mean-
first for us at all?
A little bit last year, not too much. Probably beginning of the year. I think he was up here for like 2 weeks, something like that.
Bowers?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think
He
so.
didn't play first,
It was
though.
2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, it was 2 years. He didn't play first last year.
Yeah,
No.
but I remember seeing him out there.
Well, yeah, but he was in left.
Like,
Bowers was here last year.
Could have been a
in
spring
that
training game
offensively,
too that I caught. Could have
Jake
been
Bowers
that.
has never provided offensively.
He hasn't played enough.
But he hasn't had enough to say. That was the same thing I said
Same
with
thing
Bradley.
with Bobby Bradley, though.
Like
Same
I want to
argument.
see Bradley, but I haven't had enough to see him. But this spring training, like you just said, he's showing out. So get him up here. Let's see what happens.
The one thing I do enjoy, though, is the fact that you have Josh Naylor that was supposedly everybody thought he was a shoo-in to be the first baseman. Now you have him in left field, and you have a competition at first base. And in years past, it was just going to be, all right, you're a big dude that's tall, and you can play first base, you're going to be our first baseman, and we're going to have a faster outfielder. Honestly,
got
I'm
him in
happy
right
with the
tonight.
fact- What's that?
They got him in right tonight.
Right, exactly. Riggs. What'd you tweet out?
Yeah, what'd you tweet, dude? We're at 179.
179, bro. It's when Stephen R. comes back. He'll tell you about it.
Says
He's
star
coming
power.
back?
Yeah, because he has to explain the Amazon app. What happened?
Yeah, what happened with that?
I don't know. That's his thing.
All right, fair enough. Anyways, as we were talking about spring training, Bobby Bradley, guys, who do you think makes it out of the two? Because it's going to be one or the other. I'm going to even pull up the statistics because you got Bobby Bradley's spring training statistics, and then you have Jake Bowers. So far in spring training, hold on 1 second. Riggs, be prepared next time. All right, so in spring training, Bobby Bradley is batting .400, 2 homers, 11 RBIs, and that's in 20 at-bats. Then on the flip side, you have Jake Bowers.
Yeah. Type faster, so there's no dead air. God, you're horrible. Didn't you go to media school?
Listen,
What school? What media school? That's like life skills. You went to like life skills. You didn't even get a diploma.
hey,
Oh,
guess
shit.
what? And you're right.
I went to life skills. 117th to
Damn.
Madison, Cleveland, Ohio. Stand up. I took the 117th bus to get there.
Why'd you say buff?
But I did. That.
The Stephen R. coming out.
Man. Anyways,
How many games are normally played in spring training?
all of them.
All of them.
Number wise.
What do you mean? The number that is played.
Like 30-ish.
Okay, that's what I wanted, yes.
So, Jake Bowers, Bobby Bradley, 420 at-bats. Jake Bowers, .188 and 16 at-bats, 1 stolen base, no homers, no RBIs. Why is this even an argument? That's even.
yeah.
This is from a statistical point of view, and obviously it's not going to be as. I don't know. It's not going to be what they're judging it off of because you also have to have the defensive ability behind it.
Right.
But literally, Bobby Bradley deserves that position. And he's younger, too, so why not
Why
just
not?
build the youth movement?
Oh no, I agree with you, Bradley. When we talked about it prior, he's the one guy that I want to see of all of them.
See,
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I'm a Bowers guy, dude.
I mean, but if he's not.
Do you like his flippy hair? What is it? What appeals to you about him?
I don't know.
If
When he
he's
sucks
not-
and get kicked off the Indians, I'll end up doing a podcast with him.
That's fine, but it's all. But it's all. What have you done for me lately? It's like if he's not progressing and not showing anything now, then why have him start? Keep him down.
Because I mean, like,
Keep him down so just in case if someone gets injured or something, then you can just fill him in to the rest of the roster probably. But I would definitely give it to Bowers.
You
mean
give it to
Bradley?
Bowers?
I mean Bradley.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
It's that split personality kind of thing.
You look so sad.
No, I'm like thinking and like we'll talk.
Preparing for what?
Nothing.
What is going on?
Dude, are you a double?
Who's on
agent?
first?
Oh,
Yeah, speaking of baseball, who was on first?
Oh, man. Who's on first?
will
Bobby
you
Bradley.
stop tweeting out that I am on the Masked Singer? I am not on the freaking Masked Singer.
Stop lying to everybody,
What
Keith.
didn't you on the Masked Singer? Didn't you do I'm Slim Shady, yes I'm the real Shady?
Why? Because I'm white?
No.
Couldn't do any
No,
other
because you love
songs?
Eminem.
Exactly.
Shut up.
You
Don't give him any more.
you were
deal.
dressed up as Scruff McGruff.
Scruff McGruff.
Is that the drug stuffing?
60652.
Why'd you turn
No,
into Bill Cosby?
I was singing NWA. Yeah. I just wasn't allowed to say it. I mean, right?
I would
But you
watch
could
that
though, technically,
episode.
because
Would
you're
you?
wearing a mask, and if you at the
Right,
end,
when I get
still-
unmasked and then I get shot. A lot.
They're like,
Oh man, this thing slaps.
Man,
I mean, I'm going to be on the Masked Singer next season. Oh, I should have said that.
I was about to say, wait a minute.
wait, hold on. You know what? Let me tweet at Stephen R. Smith and see if he's gonna be on too.
Just ask him. He's right there.
Stephen R. Smith he's probably sitting outside your office.
He's not, because I have all of the keys. I've locked everything up. Coach is gone. There's literally just us.
If I text him right now, I guarantee he's probably like
Have him text me.
Okay.
Have his people contact my people.
Yeah, have his people contact my people.
Anyways, while you're doing that,
You'd
text
shit your
message-
pants if you came walking through that door, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because I'd be dead.
Anyways, going
That'd be
Like from my
you come walking
from my
through that
view,
door.
like that's
It's
what
the
I'm seeing.
equivalent
Like
of shock value.
yeah, I'm just watching it, and I just look like over the corner over there. I just see him walk behind you guys,
Oh, dude.
walk back out.
Sweet Jesus.
Anyways,
Anyways,
no ums,
no nums.
no nums.
No nums.
I just had him text you. I said, hey, can you please
The
message
only
Keith?
thing is I forgot to save your number in my phone, so it says maybe Stephen R. Smith. That pisses me off.
And now it's definitely a rhetorical question.
This is all backfired. Every bit of it. Every
Oh,
theory
I'm
is
so
out the
pissed
window.
right now.
I'm happy. Oh, that's carpet, yeah. Oh, don't break your phone.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
we didn't
so
have
mad right
carpet.
now.
Your phone really did say maybe
I know.
Anyways, with the Cleveland Indians, we talked about this briefly last week. I don't think we got Riggs' input. I don't know if we even came to the conclusion. But with the Cleveland Indians and their 5 spot in the rotation, who do you guys think ends up closing that gap? If I repeated it from last week, this is just for Riggs and Stephen R.
Okay, repeat. What was the 5 people? I didn't watch last week. I was tired as hell from work.
Wow, way to support your own show.
Went 40 plus hours a week, homie. Shit.
Shit.
Anyways, it's Shane Bieber,
Carlos Machado. Drew Carey. Brian Montgomery. Gumby.
and Stephen R. Smith.
And Stephen R. Smith.
And Betty White.
And Betty White.
As the closer.
God bless her soul.
Yeah, Betty
Closing
White's
up.
definitely closing. Gumby, he's middle reliever. Stephen R. can start first because his eyes are intense.
Why are his eyes intense?
Oh,
that.
you asked me.
No, I know. That was an impression.
That was damn
No,
good.
it was an impression.
The Colga Jokers.
You're a vegetable. That's not nice.
Machado
That is
was
politically
second.
Machado
Was second.
Machado.
And third is whoever the hell.
Brian Montgomery.
Yep, Brian Montgomery.
Okay.
Anyways.
No, I think that's perfect.
Anyways.
I think that is a perfect one.
Anyways, you got Shane Bieber, Zach Plesac, Aaron Savali, Tristan McKenzie. Who's your fifth one overall? You have Adam Plutko, you have Logan Allen, and you also have Cal Quantrill.
I know nothing about Quant, the third guy, that much. Plutko, like, I got comfortable with Adam Plutko. I really have. Like,
That's the problem. We got comfortable with him. He didn't have like the porn stash.
Exactly.
He was awful.
I got comfortable with him. I thought his pitching style was a little off key and a little weird, but he's a professional. I'm not. But I would go with one more with Adam Plutko. Why not?
He's horrible. He's god awful.
Who would you go with?
Anybody other than him. Anybody. Cookie Carrasco.
You said you're about to cry.
I don't know. He's not even paying attention. He's still trying to share it. We got 245 people watching us live right now, and this jackass is trying to share.
You threw your phone too?
Yeah, because you're an idiot. Let's go.
Watch his screen.
I do.
Oh my god.
I can't do it in solidarity because then you won't see me anymore. So
Well, we'd see your feet.
more like the floor or the ceiling, depending on which way the phone fell.
What if it fell right at your, like, if we were looking just staring at Ryan ass? It's like,
Just under the chair.
just under the chair and it fell. I want to see those tan lines.
Yeah, you're
When
gonna
we
see all
go
that.
shirtless spring training watching baseball, you'll see it.
I thought that was Stephen R.
Do
that
you have
wanted to
tan
do
lines?
that.
No, that was me that wanted to do
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah.
No,
Why
No.
are you getting us mixed up?
Why are we getting us? I don't know. That's strange why we would get you mixed up.
Oh, man. So, with the Indians' rotation,
Uh-huh.
is there any chance that you
I think we just throw spaghetti at the wall and see which one sticks and see what happens.
Also, I completely messed up my sentence structure there, too. but I had two topics in my head, and they both spoke at one time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But honestly, it's going to be interesting the last couple of weeks because that's what it's honestly going to be meaningful for spring training.
Well, yeah, it's what it always is.
Well, yeah, and there's a spot on the line, and it's going to be somebody that, like, especially if a Logan Allen wins the spot.
I was going to say, there's more than just one spot open. Like, you realize that, right? Like, they're
Right.
fighting. Like, the Indians, like, Tito, who I trust, is going to have a lot to handle. Because
Hashtag trust in Tito.
That rotation is going to change multiple times by the All-Star break.
Trusting Tito.
Yeah, it's going to have to.
Yeah. Only for sure one is only one. McKenzie's going to move back and forth.
I mean, is there any chance, and I asked this because yesterday's game, Yu Chang ended up hitting a grand slam. Is there any chance that he ends up making the roster, especially since they traded Mike Freeman away? That was your utility guy?
Yes, 100% he will be on the 40-man roster.
Wu Chang.
Yep. No, absolutely.
Bats mean everything around me.
He will
Get the
definitely.
money. Dollar bill, y'all.
You're never getting a gummy again before a show.
You're
like geeking out. Riggs, you're like so mellow right now. It hurts me. Look at you.
He's just trying to find where Stephen R.
He's
at.
trying to figure out where the hell he is.
No, I know where he is.
Wu-Tang.
Right?
It's 9 o'clock. We should take a break.
Is that you threw my phone, so I don't know what happened.
Right, and I threw my own phone. because
Manscaped, guys.
Promo code sports with the Z.
Smooth peanut butter.
SPORTZ. Crunchy for them.
So,
Them killer
back to
bees.
the miscellaneous segment. Are we going to talk about the madness in March that's happening for the first time since 2 years ago?
And we're supposed to have March Madness here last year, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're
Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
Why not play with your balls? Our sponsor today, Manscaped, is here to make sure your balls are smooth while you or your partner are playing with them. Manscaped promotes clean hygiene when it comes to shaving your balls thanks to their Lawnmower 3.0. So a little side note, have you ever cut your balls while shaving them? I have, and that is painful. I would not ever do that again, and I would never shave my balls if it wasn't for Manscaped, because once I started using Manscaped, I no longer had to worry about the bleeding anymore. Also, for any new subscribers, you end up getting replacement blades refilled for your Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer delivered to your door every 3 months, making sure your trimmer always stays fresh and clean. And for a limited time, subscribers get not only 1, but 2 free gifts: the Shed Travel Bag, which is a $39 value, and the high-patented, high-performance, anti-chafing Manscaped Boxer Briefs. This is the perfect package for your perfect package. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SPORTSWITHAZ at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped, and use the code SPORTS. Make playing with your balls the best part of your day. Thanks, Manscaped.
Welcome back to Life in the Fast Lane with Keith Meiger and Matt Tiff. Special co-stars. Who are you?
Stephen R. Smith.
Really? Because Riggs' hoodie is right down there.
I don't see no hoodie, brother.
Wait, hold on. No, sit down. Sit down. We're not doing this.
Why?
Not right now. Because my phone. Anyways, here's the thing. When you were gone, whatever you were doing, supposedly getting Stephen R. Smith himself, I don't know why you're even double-crossing yourself because you were literally just outside and you walked in the studio as we got back from break. But anyways, I was sitting here. Okay. But anyways, I was sitting here.
Then I got locked out.
And I found out a possibility, and I sent it to our producer, Tyler, and he's going to show it on the screen right now. Watch this. Watch.
What am I watching?
Watch what happens. I think we're onto something.
Tyler's taking forever.
So it's okay.
I can't see that.
Now watch it on your replay. You said there's a delay.
It's like 30-second delay.
But
it's a lot of dead air.
I'm Stephen R. talk.
That was right when I got here, when your fine security system had let me in. I just sat down in the chair, and your friend right here was like, "Hey, welcome back, buddy. Where's Keith?" I said, "I don't know." I turned on the hallway light for him so he could see down the hallway. Friends?
I'm onto something here, man.
I was onto it first.
But I have proof that this... Did you say friends?
Yes, friends. Compadres, brothers. Camaraderies, amigos.
All right, let's go. We got 10 minutes
I'm
left.
curious to see.
Show up.
We don't have 10 minutes.
Yeah, we do.
9:30.
Well, I'm leaving at 9:15.
March Madness.
I am a March Madness fan.
Last year, March Madness was supposed to take place.
Did you say Mark's Madness?
Was supposed to take place in the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio, last year around this time, but a global pandemic had happened. I believe the city of Cleveland is owed that due diligence comeuppance, and the March Madness should still be in the city, in the Buckeye State of Cleveland, Ohio, for your young people. Everybody out there, I can get us comp tickets in that mother sucker. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Wait,
I want tickets.
I do too.
If they brings it back. But that's why you got your boy here, Stephen R. Rambunctious, ridiculous, ticket scalping.
Ticket scalping?
That's nowhere
illegal.
with an R in it too. Stephen R. Rob.
Ticket scalping? Ticket scrapping.
I can make it happen.
That's right.
God.
Cleveland State wins it all.
An upset. Upset to the upset. Me and my buddy
State.
Chuck. Me and Chuck were talking. Chuck put me to the side.
Upset's not even the word. It's a
What-
goddamn miracle.
A
that
miracle.
comes.
Okay, my buddy Chuck pulled me to the side.
Chuck who?
He used to play college basketball a little bit.
Barkley?
Oh no. He pulled me to the side when
Chuck.
I was at my local grocery store because your man Stephen R. likes to shop.
You an Aldi guy?
Giant Eagle. So I was in the milk section, and my man Chuck said, "Stephen R., come here. Did you see what Cleveland did last night? I wouldn't call it a Cinderella. I wouldn't call it Rocky II, where the Italian Stallion beats the champ. I wouldn't even call
Stephen R.,
it
what is your fascination with Rocky movies?
fight. I wouldn't
Who knows
even.
what the hell you're talking about?
I
He's
wouldn't
an
even
American
call
hero.
it the first Mighty
Ryan's over there
Ducks.
doing some kind of sign language. I can't even see his head. It's just arms and tattoos. You're talking about March Madness, and you're geeking out so bad you're turning red. What the hell did
I'm
I
not
walk
turning
back
red. I don't
into?
turn red. I don't turn colors, brother.
Tyler's laughing so hard he can't breathe.
But go on with what you were saying. I'm just trying to catch on to the Stephen R. stuff.
Let's get into something right now. The last time I was on here, gentlemen, I gotta make something clear. I have a
Amazon
book.
app?
Yes.
Is that Android only?
So the reason why your man wasn't on
No,
the show.
ask Ryan. Ryan, have you seen this guy's app yet?
No, I haven't.
Doesn't he have an iPhone?
It doesn't matter. The app isn't real.
If it's an Android only app.
Let
It's
me
not Android
explain
only.
it to you about the app. What
It's
happened?
not Android only.
So when the app was being published at midnight that night.
Wait, hold on. What's the name of the book?
Fantastic wordplay with Stephen and I forgot what the European version was called for the Echo Somalian Samoan people.
Mayan and Samoan?
Oh yeah, brother.
Pirates?
I forgot what that was called for those brothers over there. But Amazon Live is supposed to produce an app for you.
I thought it was Amazon Prime Live.
Prime Live was, thank you, brother. I'm so flustered to this. Amazon Prime Live was supposed to have an app where you can download my book for $3. But if you use the promo code, you get it for $1.25.
Hold on.
Can you spell that for me?
He almost spit out his drink. That's why I made it so much better.
Can you spell for me, please?
H-U-H.
Two U's. Two U's.
Oh.
Is that kind of like www?
You gotta stretch the 2 U's like they're boobs.
It's the flourish.
Is the huh like an accent?
There's no dot for nothing on top of that. So the app was supposed to be publicized on Amazon Prime Live at midnight.
Ryan, save it.
Yeah. Still saving this. I've heard Prime Live like 8 times.
The app was supposed to be uploaded on there.
There you
But
go.
by midnight, my handler, Chelsea.
Chelsea who?
Handler.
Chelsea Handler?
Handler. She had a show on E. She dated 50 Cent Jackson Curtis. She you know. She said, Stephen R., I got a little something. What's going on? I said, Chelsea, what's going on? It's about the app. I said, baby, what's going on with the app? I got tons of my fans that are willing to get the app, and they got the promo code. She said, Stephen R. The app is big.
She called you Stephen R.
She said, Stephen R. Sugar Brown Baby. The app.
Sugar Brown Baby.
My app was hacked. The app was hacked into by a foreign constituents guy overseas. And right now, I have to go to court with Napster, Kazaa, LimeWire, and BearShare.
Kazaa.
Morpheus almost got involved too. So I have to go and run amok with all these downloading
None of
systems.
those exist anymore.
You want to get I'll show you my cease and desist letters from those fellas.
Stephen,
Why
what?
would you get a cease and desist from LimeWire? They're the ones that pirate music. If anybody got a cease.
Are you calling me a liar?
Where's baby Stephen R?
If you think I'm lying, type yes on the chat on Facebook Live
Or
Twitter. If you think your boy is lying, type yes. YES. My app was robbed and took it from me. What don't you get? I got Rocky 5. All my monies and my big pounds was taken from me overnight by somebody that I trusted it. And now I gotta go to war and I gotta go to court with all these old social medias and things. All of them. The only one I got in my corner is KM Voice and Napster.
Napster? Dude, I don't think Napster has been a thing in almost 15 years.
You realize how old Stephen R. Smith is, right?
Evidently
He's like 62.
80. Oh no, Napster is a thing.
I got a letter in the mail, and Napster said, we got your back. We want the app to work. The app was fantastic wordplay with Stephen R. Smith, and I was going to send you an autographed copy, my man. Words from A to Z.
I thought it was
Zip. No, I was going to go from words like a pickmockery.
What's that mean?
A pickmockery. The mud on your face from the car ride got pickmockery all over you. So you got a truck out there, right? You got a truck, Mr. Man, Mr. Vroom, 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 man with your stone cold.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly. When you get your truck and you get the wheels spinning and then the mud gets on someone's face, that's a bit packing me. And I got to wipe it off my face.
What do you wipe it off with?
My hand.
I'm going to have to get that book so I can learn how to spell that.
I will follow you on Twitter, and every other day when your man's not busy at the grocery store shopping for food, I will give you a new word every single day.
Hold on! I thought that was what the app was for.
Until the app is finished.
But they took it.
What's making him much different compared to the 4,623 people that have watched today?
Oh, hey, hold on a minute.
They
How many
took my
people?
app.
Joseph Rayner. Fuck you. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I swear that was him.
No,
Stephen
dude, he's
Ara.
out there somewhere strangling himself, jerking off to my numbers.
Yeah, and also that charity fight idea probably.
That's your, yeah.
But when the app shows up,
man tits.
if you guys be patient with Stephen R.
Please
Please be. I'm being professional right now. be patient with your boy, because once I'm done fighting in the court system and I get some money borrowed from Keith and Peyton Hillis, I will get my app back.
Stephen R., you just got your stimulus check today.
It's not enough. Do you think I gotta take a flight to Arkansas to go talk to Big Ford and Peyton Hillis, and I gotta say, Peyton.
Does Peyton even know it? Keith, does Peyton even know him?
This is my conversation. Peyton, your man's lost an app. I want to teach your kids how to read. I want to teach everybody how to read like Stephen R.
All the way from A to Z.
Loan your boy some change, and I'll give it right back, Jack.
Why don't you just stand at the end of the highway?
Because your boy, I'm too condition-proof for that.
What's that mean?
Condition-proof. Condition-proof means that I am too conditioned into being low-graded.
Low grades?
I'm not going to low-grade myself like the guys out there on the street.
Did you have
I'm
a
just
grade?
saying.
Condition-proof for that.
I'm sold. Like I'm buying this app and I'm buying this book.
You're going to get it, you're going to get it for free. When I'm
right.
done fighting the claws of the dirty, dirty man, because they want my app to go to public domain if I don't claim it in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And brother, within 2 to 3 weeks, I will have that app, Jack. Did you guys notice on your phones that Amazon kind of changed their logo the day your boy talked about that? You see with the Amazon shopping? The day your boy said, because Amazon said, Stephen R., we're going to debut a brand new app look for the new app. And you see what happened?
Stephen R., why do you have a Pornhub app?
Whoa!
What are you doing, step bro?
Go on with your Amazon app, though. I don't want to know about your personal life. Stephen R.
Brother, I don't
So
know.
wait a minute, can I buy the Amazon app now?
Well, I think if you have Amazon Prime Live,
You already have Amazon, correct, brother?
Yes.
Okay, if you have Amazon, in about 2 weeks, you're going to see an ad on your Amazon app that says Amazon Prime Live, and you're going to see this face. Like this.
Okay.
can you get a picture really quick?
When you see that face in about 2 weeks on your Amazon app, you're going to click refresh. And then when you refresh, your phone's going to restart. Then you might get a Trojan virus, but you didn't get it from me because your boy's clean. And I went to the doctor 2 weeks ago. So you're calling the wrong one for that.
But the
I don't
app's
think
coming
you
out 2 weeks
I don't think you
later.
understand how apps work. And why did you get an STD test?
No, the phone.
Why'd your
You
phone
said you
get?
were
Were
clean.
you fucking your phone?
The app fucked my phone. So when you get my new app in about 2 weeks, when I'm getting done fighting for my app, and when Peyton Hillis and Keith give me money, then I will be okay. Let me get some of that Browns money. Let me get some of that Kansas City money. What other team did that man play for?
Giants?
Let me get some of that Giants money.
Does he?
Do you want to learn how to read like your man Stephen R.?
No. I don't ever want my kids to learn.
Stephen R. Stephen R. How did you graduate school? I feel like I asked you this.
I
one time
graduated school with a 420 GPA.
He didn't. He went to life skills.
before. I thought that was Riggs.
That was Riggs.
You got the wrong one.
Oh, sorry. He went to life skills.
I know. I went to
Tyler just had a minor seizure.
I went to New York. I went to New York PS 10115.
PS 101. Was that before the PlayStation 1 or the PlayStation 2?
This was during Zoe 101.
Zoe won.
Hashtag Zoe 101.
I graduated with a 420 GPA. After that, my father said, I want you to be Oscar Gamble. So when I was Oscar Gamble, I said, Daddy, I don't want to hit the ball. Daddy, I'm afraid of the goddamn ball. And then, once I was afraid of the ball, Daddy said, you know how to... Daddy said, boy, you're good with that writing. You're good with talking about sports. How about we just go around and we go talk about sports? So we went from different town to town, city to city, Pee-wee to Pee-wee, Pop Warner, and me and my dad and a bunch of Polish men
Why
talk
are you still
sports.
sharing it?
have
Stop
to
it.
share-
Stop it. Stop it.
I have to show people Stephen
Stop.
R.
Stop.
He doesn't
Stop.
do it.
Stop. Stop.
Your boy has been busy this week, but your man is back, Jack. You have anything, brother? Let's ignore these two guys right here. Do you have anything you need to perpetuate on?
What's that mean?
Perpetuate on. Talk. Elaborate. Speak.
Couldn't you just... You could have literally used any of those words and they would have made more sense than... What is that?
Perpetuate on. You're
I
going
thought
to
it
get that?
was preposterate.
No.
Prostrate sounds
That's
like-
right
sounds
here.
like a
I
sex
thought that
move.
was prostate.
That's here. That word and many much others
Many much others.
are in that
I
great
definitely
book.
want my kids to read like you.
You get a
We also,
420
you
GPA.
also, you're going to get an audio book.
Oh God.
Yes, an audio book can be
Oh.
available for download from
Oh,
on Snapchat.
Download on Snapchat.
It's gonna be produced by 2 meals.
Reading on the
Already
audio
there.
book will be my friends from Redline Radio. And we hope you don't flatline during the good time.
Oh, Stephen
Two
Aura, what's going on,
meals.
man?
Your boy got his check. I'm getting more than 2 meals today.
So Stephen R.
I should have pawned that goddamn belt off for a few meals.
When was the last time you ate? Why are you talking about food so much? Are you hungry?
Brother, I'm hungry for another title win. And brother, I'm so hungry I look like malnourished people. I need to eat.
What?
In the arms of an angel.
Oh my god. What? We're canceled.
I need to be on The Masked Singer.
You do.
I thought you were. You literally tweeted out a half hour ago.
You
were
don't
on
know that because I'm on Mask.
Because you're on Mask?
If I'm on The Masked Singer, I'm going to...
masculine?
Me on The Masked Singer, you know who I'm going to be? I'm going to be Jim Carrey from The Mask. Because somebody stopped me and I'm smoking.
That's not how that works. You can't be Jim Carrey.
Well, if he puts on a Jim Carrey mask.
And then I come out with the yellow suit, and then I do this. People won't know who I am. Have you seen The Mask? I have. 1995, Jim Carrey, Cameron Diaz, and that dog that looks like Wishbone.
Oh my
story,
god,
Wishbone?
Wishbone.
You know about Wishbone?
We all know about Wishbone. We all know about Wishbone.
I want to know more about
Obviously,
Napster.
Wishbone did
What?
not teach you how to
Napster.
talk.
What's going on? What app is going at Napster?
Are you hit with Napster, young man? Napster.
I'm watching it off of Keith's computer because my technology got stolen.
Napster was one of the first internet-free downloadable music sites back in the day. And some
But it has Juice World on it. I know he's been dead for a second.
and
but
some
like,
guy named Lars Ulrich of Metallica. He's a drummer. He wanted
Could
to
you
get
Google that for me?
he wanted to get it shut down. So he got that and a bunch of other things shut down. But he's got money saved up from key conspirators to help him out. So he is helping me out so I can get my app back, so I can teach his kids how to be proper Stephen R's in the world, and I can teach Ryan how to be a proper Stephen R in the world.
None of us want to be proper Stephen R.
It's a
I do.
Rhapsody.
I do.
That's the one I know. I didn't ever hear a Napster. I'm old enough to know Rhapsody. Like I was there.
Are you though?
Yeah.
Expanding horizons.
Amazon, I'm gonna tag you, baby. We're gonna get through this together. We was robbed, we was hoodwinked, we was bamboozled.
Who is we?
Me and Amazon. We was in
I
a
thought you were
tight-
talking to Ryan.
I thought.
Amazon, baby. We gonna get through this together. I promise you.
I'm
baby.
gonna hashtag. Can you? So when you were developing that, were you like talking to people at Amazon?
Brother, I was the head of the table. I was in meetings. I was in Skypes. I was in Zoom calls. I was in spin.
Wait, hold on. I
was
thought
in
the head of
spin
the table was
classes.
Roman Reigns.
That's in the WWE.
All right, so
And
can
I
you
was
get
ahead of-
Jeff. Can you get Bozos on there?
That man, he's a lot like you. He's in the room for a few minutes. You look down, next you know he's on the phone somewhere else.
Asking for money from Peyton Hillis, apparently, because that's what Stephen R.
is doing.
See, he doesn't like to borrow money. He doesn't like to give out money to people. He made that.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, he made that cloud and true.
Isn't it Bezos?
It's Bozo.
Oh.
He made that cloud and true.
it's
I will not give anyone any more money under Amazon
Now, why is there a T in money now?
because it's vociferant.
What's that mean?
Vociferant. Affluent.
This is why we need the book. This is why we need the app.
Affluent. Artisanal. It means nice.
Because right there, right by the
Artisanal.
mic, you can put that app up, and it'll translate everything that he's saying.
Honestly, we didn't
I'm
translate
telling you
this
right
whole
now- I'm
segment.
telling you right
And you're
now,
going to see this on the book.
Rosetta Stone would crumble if it tried to translate what this man was saying.
That's
This
why we
is
got to
on
make
the-
our. That's
this
why we're
is the
making your
US
own.
version. This is the international version. Because they're so far back, they think I'm a b-boy, rocking in my b-boy stance.
What the hell's a B?
B-boy.
80s.
Breakdancer.
Are you like Mark Wahlberg?
What are your thoughts on Mark?
Mark is such a mark for the Red Sox. Let me tell you something, Mark probably couldn't let a car spark. That guy is so short. I would like to see him and Adam Sandler play one-on-one in the Boston Garden. One-on-one. And you know who I wanted?
Adam Sandler.
Because Adam Sandler can really ball, my friend.
Yeah, you can.
Bald with that?
Ball. With a basketball.
He just rides like, yeah, he has.
And you
Somebody please show me a clip of Adam Sandler playing basketball.
Bro.
He can
Yeah,
All
pull
right,
it.
show me a clip.
He
goes and plays
Nights
that.
was crazy.
That was a
He goes
goddamn
down to open
cartoon.
gyms.
I know
and
that was a
shit
GDM
like
cartoon, but what you about to watch ain't no technical foul.
Okay, pull it up.
Our producer's gonna pull it up. But I want Adam Sandler and Mark Wahlberg one-on-one to play a game in the Boston Garden while Robert Parrish, the big Chief Celtic, is watching from afar.
Well, like, I'm still waiting on seeing how Adam Sandler is at basketball.
He's a baller.
But
Adam
Steve-
Sandler,
Yeah.
he is a motherfucking baller.
He goes and plays pickup games and shit like that all the time.
Video about 2 to 3 years ago, 8 years ago. He was playing wearing the yellow shirt.
Hold on.
Pickup games at LA Fitness. Adam Sandler got the handles with the rocks.
Stephen R. On a serious note.
Only pay.
Oh my God! He's not a very good basketball player. He missed like 4 threes in a row. He's a comedian.
He made one though. As you were
I know,
talking shit.
he made one, but dude, look at that guy, and then look at that.
I bet you he makes it.
Oh yeah, probably. But
Anyways.
he's not like that's funny
Well, yeah, he's a comedian.
and a baller.
Yeah, a comedian baller. I don't know why I said it like
Yeah,
that.
don't let him stick to some made up words.
The words are not made up.
They are absolutely 100% made up.
Stephen R., who are your upsets in the March Madness?
Evidently, Adam Sandler's head team. What is Adam Sandler playing on?
Adam Sandler is on Tulsa.
He's on Tulsa.
He's on
I
Tulsa.
thought so. I thought.
My upset team.
Dude, look at he just screwed. That guy was.
Indiana.
Look how he went around him. He was only 937 pounds, but he got around him.
Indiana is what I want to say would be a good upset team. Indiana.
Well, like,
Brings it on, dude. Look at this.
Huskers.
You literally just yelled at me for dead air. Now I have to talk while you're watching like this. You're making fun of him.
I am.
So why are you watching it?
Because it's funny. Look at that kid. Look at.
Did you fill out a bracket this year for March Madness?
I didn't.
No. Are you going to?
I'm going to.
The last time your man filled out a March Madness bracket, they was on the back of a ho-ho's box. That was me.
How long ago was that?
2013.
Stephen R., I feel like this is real life. Do you guys think, on a serious note, do you guys think
I think any of this is serious.
that a 1 goes down to a 16 seed like UMBC did to Virginia about 2 or 3 years ago?
No.
I don't think so, but at the same time, man, I would like to be surprised, entertained, and shocked. And watching these March
It was all the same thing?
watching these March
There's
Madness.
Adam Sandler. That was him right there. Right there. That's him.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Watching these March Madness games this year, I might as well have toilet paper because I want to see an upset.
You
that
couldn't
makes
do
me,
that last year, though.
exactly
Why?
because all the toilet paper was bought out. And when you watch March Madness this year, wear it with no socks on because the tournament's already going to knock your socks off. Do you understand what I'm saying? Watch the game with toilet paper because you're going to shit yourself if your team gets upset. I want to see Indiana make the big upset.
It sounds messy. That's what it sounds like.
Do you think that Gonzaga loses to the 16 seed?
No.
They're undefeated.
But see, if Gonzaga goes down like the Titanic, then man, I believe that there's going to be so many.
The Zags are always good to like the Sweet 16 to maybe the Elite 8, and then they screw the pooch every time.
I mean, they. What is your name? Point guard. He was on the John Stockton, Gonzaga.
There it is.
You know, like his son played for the team, the Bulldogs, a few years ago, and seeing former alumni in the crowd just make me warm chested right in the middle of my heart.
Are you sure that's not P?
That might be a heart attack. Did he have a stroke again?
No.
That was me last
Yeah,
time.
that was him the last time. No EKGs for him. Because he almost saw EKGs that time.
Go on. You were saying John Stockton.
It's 9:30.
You were saying
I
John
love basically about John Stockton. I love when I see former alums in the crowd during these big games to cheer on their own. Yeah. Like you will see Patrick Ewing in there for Georgetown. You would see LeBron. Oh no, you wouldn't. But do you get what I'm saying? You might see Kyrie Irving at half of a game for Duke because he only played half of a damn season.
Did he even play half?
Not even.
Yeah, I
Coach
don't think he even played half.
Coach K, Coach Kazaramarski.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Coach K, Coach Kazaramarski.
Okay, all right.
What does this mean?
I want to see what's
Are you
consistent.
about to walk like an Egyptian?
I thought I was doing like a Blue Devil horn for the
that-
Devil Dukes.
That'd be like this then, right?
It looks like an antelope.
Also, really quick, one Stephen R. I got to know, what are your thoughts on Duke not being in March Madness?
And that's why I brought up Coach K, Coach Karen Makakatitsky. That's why I brought him up. I think the man's formula is old. It's outdated. I think he needs to change other than the dye in his hair because, brother, we go to the same barber named Barbara, and we both get our hair dyed blackjack. You need to come up with a new formula. When I took you out to the bar, and remember when we hit on those women, some son? And you kept using that same tired-ass Marsha Brady game on that brunette, and she didn't say yes yet because you're too predictable in your schemes, dude. May that be a lesson to all you coaches out there. You need to learn to change, adapt with times, because Phil Jackson would not have won the NBA Finals this year with the triangle offense. He tried it with my Knickerbockers with Carmelo Anthony and the Carmelo Candy Bar, and it didn't work at all. Y'all.
This year we might see multiple Big Ten teams in the Final Four.
Stephen R. Next week, same time, same place, Wednesday, 7:30 to 9:30. Ryan, chances are you're going to be back around. We'll be in contact, or Keith will be in contact with you. You'll be joining us again because it's the time of year when we talk baseball, and I still want to talk about fan-controlled baseball. Stephen R., what are your thoughts on it?
I got some notes about that. We'll get to it.
Do your research. Fan-controlled baseball. It's a fantasy league that we're making up, so be ready to make things up.
All he does is make shit up.
You never make things up?
He's been making shit up for the past,
I went to Richmondville College with a 420 GPA, and you want to know what my majors were?
Not spelling or English.
Sports athleticism.
Sports athleticism.
Bumblebee finals. Spelling bee finals.
Spelling bee finals?
I did it.
Onomatopoeia.
I went to trade school. I went to trade school for Hot Wheels and Matchbox. That was my 4 college majors.
Why are none of those journalism?
Can you actually?
I got my GED for journalism.
Oh my God. Next week, 7:30 to 9:30, We Like Sports Podcast, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Apple, Google, Spotify, Stitcher. Find us anywhere. Make sure to follow us. Make sure if you're watching it, make sure if you're watching The Masked Singer, maybe next week Stephen R. Smith is on The Masked Singer. Maybe Keith is on The Masked Singer next week.
I'm not.
Maybe next season. Maybe 2 seasons from now.
I'm not.
Maybe it's me.
It's not,
Actually,
it's definitely not
how
me.
screwed up would it be? Austin hasn't been around for a while. What if Austin's on The Masked Singer?
Austin hasn't been around a while because he's an idiot. Not because he's putting a mask on singing.
I think it's the second one.
I don't think so.
But anyways, 7:30 to 9:30 Wednesdays, We Like Sports Podcast.
He's going to dress up like a dartboard if he's on The Masked Singer.
I was going to ask you your closing words, so go ahead.
Informer, you said that is no another leg. I lick your boom boom down.